Okay. Funny. Wow, what not a beautiful day. Hey guys, this is Zach from Me Biking Now, and today I have the Dragster from a company that's cleverly named Fat-E. Get it? Fat-E? Fat-E bikes. So yeah, this is the Dragster. This is my first bike from them. Street legal and has fat tires, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it looks sick as well. Like, look at that. That just looks awesome. So let's get into it. So let's all take a moment to have a look at this. It's awesome. It's a green mean fighting machine. If you don't know that reference, you gotta watch Shrek. But wait, it's not really green, is it? Or fighting, so it's more like a mean machine. Then again, what's the definition of machine? Hold on, let me Siri this. Hey Siri. What's the definition of machine?
Machine means an apparatus using mechanical power and having...
Okay, so it's not really machine. Let's just call it a mean bike then. It's a really nice, mean looking bike. It's a nice looking mean bike. Yeah, okay, we'll just go with that. Anyway, a little bit off track, but yeah, this bike looks amazing, and I can see that it has taken inspiration off the old school Dragster push bikes with a modern twist, an electric motor. This particular motor is from Bafang and is rated to 500 watts. This is where things get interesting though, because Fat-E has tuned the motor to only output 250 watts, essentially making it street legal in some areas. So the reason why I say in some areas is because the bike still has a thumb throttle. Depending on your location, this throttle could mean the difference between being able to ride your bike legally or illegally. However, if there's any issues with this, you can always remove it and just run off pedal assistance. Now, the battery is fitted on the down tube and possesses a capacity of 11 amp hours. This 36 volt pack is lithium ion and comes in a rugged looking casing with features such as a battery indicator and locking mechanism. For those interested in USB charging capabilities, I have bad news for you. This bike doesn't have that feature. However, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I don't see why anyone would look for that in a bike like this. Makes more sense on a commuter, but I just thought I'd let you guys know. Found at the front are suspension fitted forks that allow 85mm travel, so these are a little bit short of the 100mm that's generally used off-road. However, these do offer some adjustability with preloads and lockouts. This coupled with a suspension fitted seat post gives you decent damping for your rides on the road and off the road. Additionally, decent disc brakes are fitted on the front and rear of the Dragster with Tektro Nervilla brakes. Unknown cable brake levers are equipped, however they didn't seem to perform too bad in the brake test. As you saw on the court pavement, it didn't perform too well. However, it is important to note that the courts were more slippery than the asphalt road. I did a second test on the grass where it surprisingly performed a little bit better. I don't know why I didn't actually fully stop. Anyway, interesting results that I believe could be improved if the tires were grippier. The brakes itself worked quite well, but I'll get more into detail about that later. This e-bike uses a Shimano Tony thumb shifter. With only 7 gears, the bike still provided enough for on the road and off the road rides. It won't get you up to speed like a road bike, and it's not as forgiving on the hills as a mountain bike, but it simply works for the casual off-road rides with some on-road commuting. Okay, riding review time. So the Dragster was a little bit awkward to begin with. As you guys may know, I'm quite tall, so upon seeing such a small framed bike, I thought this is not going to work. However, to my surprise, after a couple of rides, the Dragster felt great. Just little adjustments to the seating position and raising the seat post had me sitting comfortably. The feeling reminded me of like a go-kart or BMX bike. Feels like the bike is an extension of your body, being so small and nimble to handle. On the road test, the bike was great. I think it helps when the motor is designed to output more power, as it did not struggle under load. I tested the usual hills around my area and it's up there with one of the best performing street legal motors I've tested. The only downside that holds this e-bike back is the tires. So being a fatty, the tires do provide more friction, which becomes evident when riding at high speeds or climbing up hills. This is just a compromise that riders need to make when choosing this bike. Regardless, the bike still performed well on the roads. On to the second testing, the off-road test. I decided to take this into some bushy area nearby and see what the Dragster could do, and I was not disappointed. This bike was so fun to ride. Being such a small frame, the e-bike felt so easy to handle and ride. The front shocks performed well on the small to medium bumps and drops, and an okay job on the really rough terrain. It's not really the best and probably will struggle a bit if you're going out to the downhill trails. This is why I would have liked to see 100mm travel forks, however they will do some sort of softening. I mean, this is helped by the fat tires as well, as they take a bit of the beating. So referring back to my brake test, you guys probably saw that it didn't perform too well on the pavement, and this is because the tire slipped on it. With my off-road experience, the Dragster seemed to perform a little bit better. They will struggle a bit at very high speeds as the tires slip on the dirt, however I found it consistently caught me. Oh man, it's a little bit windy, hope you guys can hear me. So I did find one little issue about this bike, and that's the chain here. There's like little small clearance down here, as you can see, really small clearance. And I think on bumps and stuff, it starts to rub against the tire, so that's why you can see I got these marks. Doesn't look like it does that much damage, but it's just something that I've noticed. I thought I'd show you guys. So like right now, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It's just, I think, yeah, it's just on the bumps. Unfortunately, it does ruin the look of the tire a little bit. I mean, these tires look sick. Look at them fat tires, the tread and stuff. But yeah, that's just unfortunate, but not really a big issue. Something that can just be fixed by just cleaning, I guess, or some adjustments with the derailleur. Alright, so in all, the Dragster is a mean, fun electric bike. You get the best of both worlds with this bike really. Much like a Dillinger Hunter, you can ride it on-road and off-road. Obviously, you will have to make some compromises with the fat tires and gearing, however, these are worth it when you can ride pretty much anywhere. Perhaps in the future I can do more hardcore tests on this bike and see how it performs on the downhill trails. However, for now, it's a good bike that is so fun to ride. Thanks for watching, guys, and for the full review and specs, hop on our website ebikingnow.com. Also, like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel to stay updated. Peace out, e-bikers, and remember to turn on, hop on, and ride on.